Hello, I'm Krista Gibson. Welcome back to Growing Older and Wiser. We've covered a lot of territory so far, and I hope that you've been following along and doing some of the things that I've suggested, because I honestly think that they're laying a groundwork that can be pretty valuable to you and other people you might want to share it with. Today I want to ask you a question, and I'd like you to spend some time thinking about it. And the question is this: who am I becoming? Who am I becoming? Not what is my goal, not where am I trying to go. Who am I becoming? At this stage in our lives, we have accomplished a lot of goals. We've not accomplished a lot of goals, but we've been goal-oriented many times in our lives, whether it was, getting out of school, getting a job, getting married, having kids, retiring, whatever it might be, because it's different for everybody. But at this point in your life, you have accomplished a lot. So my question now is, okay, so who are you becoming? And here's the difference. Being goal-oriented, which is great, has to do more with accomplishing material things in the material world. Who I am becoming has more to do with my internal world, my internal life, my qualities, kind of how do I see myself? How do I want to relate to other people? And one of the things that I want to mention, if we're not, and this is said to businesses all the time, if you're not going forward, you're going backward. You cannot just stay in a static place. And that applies to us as we age. There are people who just kind of shut down. They feel, okay, I've lived 70, 80 years, whatever it might be, and I've had my babies and my grandbabies and had my jobs and married, divorced, whatever. I've done all these things, and you know what? Now I just want to sit and relax. Well, there's a part of that fits really well, because it is important for us to rest. It is important for us to say, hey, I'm at an age now where I want to coast a little bit. However, even within that, we're becoming something, even if we're becoming somebody who sits and coasts. So my question to you is, who are you becoming, and who do you want to become? What is the energy that you want to pull you forward in your life? Whatever that may be, and I have no judgment on it. It can be who I want to become as an artist, who I want to become as a really good speaker, who I want to become as somebody who's really good at sharing my thoughts and my wisdom through writing books, giving classes, who I want to become as somebody who really knows how to sit on my front porch in my rocker and just watch the world go by and send out loving energy. But you have to ask and answer the question, or you don't have to, but because I hate people who say you have to do something. You don't have to do anything. I'm suggesting that you might want to look at asking that question to yourself and say, well, who am I becoming? I wanted to share one story with you, and I don't know why this came to me, but there must be a reason. But I think I think it does kind of apply to this in a way, and it goes back to the retirement community when I was general manager there. And one of the things as general manager that I had to do was, when a new person was moving in, we had a checklist of what needed to happen to their apartment with housekeeping and maintenance and so on. And the last person who had to approve the apartment was me, as the general manager, the person in charge of the whole place. I had to go in and inspect everybody's work and say, yes, this is good. No, it's not good. Well, we had a new person moving in the next morning, and so staff told me it was ready. Go double check. So I had been in this apartment, shut the door, and I went around and had my checklist, and everything looked great. And just as I was coming out of that apartment, there was a hallway. And to the left of me was a dining room, and to the right of me was other parts of the community. But it was a wide hallway. And just as I opened the door to step out, here were 3 of the residents in their electric wheelchairs racing down the hallway to see who could get at the end of the hallway first. And cheering them on were several other residents. Now, mind you, these were all people in their 80s and beyond. And they were just delightful. They were women. And so the second I stepped in the hallway, it was like where I stepped was kind of right where they were, and they were racing, and they were like hunkered down like you'd think they would be. And the second, it was this split second where I saw them, they saw me. We had this moment where we looked at each other that we all just burst out laughing. And they started, "Oh, we're sorry, we were just having a little race." And I said, "Well, who's winning?" And where this applies is these women, and this is just one little snapshot of who they were. These women were becoming more true to themselves. They were becoming kids again in a way, but not little children. I'm not talking about infantilizing them. That's not the right word, but whatever. They were getting in touch with that happy, childlike, joyful place who can find something silly to do with their lives and enjoy it and be entertained. And so those are the kinds of things I'm kind of talking about. You know, who are you becoming, and how are you bringing this into your world on a daily basis? And to really spend some time looking at that. Don't just let your days just kind of float on by, and then another 5 years from now you're going, "Gee, well, that was nothing." I just did a whole lot of nothing. You can say, "Okay, I want to become kinder." Well, what does that mean, that you want to become kinder? Who do you want to be kinder to? And what does that look like? I want to be wiser. Okay, what does that mean to be wiser? And who are you wiser for? Yourself, other people. I want to become more understanding, more compassionate. How do I become that? How does that compare with who and where I am now? So the question that I pose for you this week, and the question that I would like you to answer, is who are you becoming? Because you're becoming somebody. Now, whether you do it consciously or unconsciously is a whole other thing, but you are becoming somebody. So this week, spend some time asking, who am I becoming? Is that who I really want to be? Are there other places I want to put my focus? Who do I really want to become? Who do I want to become over the next year? So give that some thought. Feel free to make a comment in the comment section or send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Have a fabulous week and enjoy becoming.